watching Bleep Bloop. I'm your host, Jeff Rubin, here with writer and journalist Chuck Klosterman and our own Pat Castles. Today we are playing the first game based on a 14th century Italian poem, Dante's Inferno.
Second, actually.
Really, what's the first?
Burger Time.
Have you read Dante's Inferno?
Well, I read it in college, but, to be totally honest, I probably didn't even read it then.
I mean, I've of course read Dante's Inferno, so I know that it's a 14th century epic poem that's followed by the Purgatorio and Paradiso.
I wonder if, 6th grade teachers, if this game lasts around, they'll be like, now make sure you actually read the book and don't just play the video game.
Dante's Inferno is almost not a book, just because it's so difficult to read and penetrate that even though it's based on something, what is the crossover? People that have really read this epic Italian poem and people that also own an Xbox 360 and are interested in a second-rate God of War ripoff.
Well, I don't know if I agree with you about that. It seems to me like they could have made this game very close to the story of the book, and I don't think it would have necessarily lost anything.
There's three-headed dogs, and there's
and people have whose heads are clocks. And
there's levels.
Yeah.
But what fun would that be?
I was in Italy last year, and that's a pretty good computer rendition of what Italy kind of looks like.
I was in hell recently, and that was definitely
that was exactly like that.
Flames.
The demo of this video game has more nudity than I've ever seen in every other video game I've ever played put together. The art form's really maturing.
Well, maybe it's art, and maybe they can have nudity. At the same time, it's also still a game.
This is casual artistic nudity. They're not at a strip club or something. She happens to be naked to represent her ethereal form of boobiness or something. It seems like at every level of design, they ask themselves, what would be the most controversial thing we could possibly do at this exact moment? Cross in a preacher's eye. Done.
Do people still get upset about that? Because I can't imagine somebody who's like, you know what, I'm totally cool with everything about video games, but now they've gone too far. I feel it's all or nothing.
There's probably not many people who let Grand Theft Auto stand, but then they were upside down crosses.
Exactly.
Now I've got a problem.
Any genre or any media that messes with the Bible, I think they can and will could take offense at.
I don't see what the big deal is. I worship Bowser. I didn't complain about Mario Galaxy.
Oh right, I forgot you're Jewish.
Obviously, there are tons of games where you can kill people. There's a whole Grand Theft Auto is about stealing. What are the other big crimes you can commit? Are there any games where you can rape someone? Are there any games where you can commit arson?
I don't know that anyone's crossed the rape boundary.
I can't imagine it. But that people
great
would
shaking
lose
his head,
their
yes.
mind.
What game is rape?
It's an entire genre in Japan.
Oh, well, of course.
Well,
in Japan.